welcome. This is Spotlight. And I'm Pastor Dan, and we've been talking about the millennium and the last day events. We talked about the second coming that night when we are going to wake up, and at midnight it's the brightest day, and an angel's going to come and take us home. We talk about it like overtime. You think you get this, and this is going to be it. The cruise, it comes to an end, or your vacation comes to an end. You leave Hawaii, you got to go home, and then there's more. And we're going to get 1,000 more years, and then forever after that. But there's another side to this story. There are those who believe in what is called universalism, that somehow God is so kind and so forgiving and so persistent that he is going to find a way to keep reaching out and pursuing us until we finally give in. And eventually everyone will be saved. And looking at a book yesterday, and that's what he's teaching from the Bible, he believes. But the Bible seems to be pretty clear, is that while Jesus made it possible for everyone to be saved, wants everyone to be saved, from God's heart he wants everyone to be saved, not everyone is going to accept it. Somehow millions and billions of people inexplicably will say no. Just stay away, God. We don't need you. We don't want you. We don't want your church. We don't want your religion. We don't want your rules. Just stay away. Leave us alone. God will say, okay. And there will be people who will be outside when everyone else is inside. The Bible has these stories and these metaphors that describe that moment. Like a Noah's Ark, when you had 120 years to get in. But they're having a party, and they're eating, drinking, and making merry, and they don't want to go live inside an ark. But when it begins to flood, they begin to bang on the door. It's too late. Or the wedding in Matthew 25, where the 5 virgins are too late, and they're knocking, let us in, we're sorry, we want to be in, we'll never do it again. Too late. The rich young ruler, he's right there. What do I have to do? Jesus loves him. He's begging him to come. Turns away. The left and the right, the sheep and the goats. People who'd count the cost and say, I'm out. And I've had people do that. I'm out. And the Bible describes it here at the second coming is that when the wicked who realized that they made the wrong choice, and he was right, and they were right, and we were wrong. How terrible that will feel. The Bible, in describing that, people will feel so terrible that they will call for the rocks and the mountains to fall on them. In the Old Testament, that was what they called stoning. That was their way of punishing people. You know, they didn't have a lot of sophisticated methods, and I think stoning sounds terrible. You just stand there, and people are throwing rocks as big as they can at you, and they're hitting you, and gradually you fall, and then they stone more until finally you're under this pile of rocks. Maybe they leave you there. There's this pile of rocks. There you are under there. And someday, that's what's going to happen. The wicked would rather have a mountain of rocks fall upon them and put them out of their misery than to feel the pain they feel by rejecting that Jesus, the God of love. It's all there is going to be in the face of Jesus is love. And they will be under that pile of rocks. You think about these people that end up under a building in an earthquake or this terrible condominium collapse in Florida. One minute you're alive and you're fine, and the next minute you're smashed under this wall and pile of cement and steel. One group's on a cloud going to heaven. The other group's under a pile of rock. It's the most important choice you can make. Ultimately, it will be the only choice that really matters. Please make the right choice. Let's be on that cloud together. Okay? This is Spotlight. We'll see you next time. God bless you. Thank you for watching Spotlight. We're so excited about this. We hope that you'll subscribe and so you'll get all of them. And please just forward it on to others and tell other people about it. And let's just see what kind of an audience we can get for these messages of Spotlight. God bless you.